Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have got two lovely guests with me. You may know her already.
Hi,
Paula. And we've got Precious over here. So we're basically going to be having like a sleepover type vibe. So get comfy with us, grab your coffee and sit down as we talk about things that we wish we knew before we got to Paris, as well as some pros and cons of living here in Paris. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into this video. Okay, so to start us off, we're going to be talking about things that we wish we knew when we got to Paris. And I think that's how it is before you move to a country. Like, you get there, or you have expectations, and then you get there and then you're like, I wish I knew this. So one of mine was, I think it's the most obvious, and I think it's shared amongst all of us, but the extent of the cold. Like, I think we knew how cold Europe is, but we didn't know just how cold it is.
What it is right now.
Right?
and it's November,
now.
you guys.
Yes.
It's November.
It's November and it's already snowing, so
that seasonal depression is coming around.
It already came around. Are you serious?
Yeah,
it's already there.
That was one of my points also. Seasonal depression is absolutely real. Like, I've always known about it, but I've never actually felt it. You know, and you can see it, you know, around you in people's faces and how they act naturally. As soon as the sun comes out, it's just like, you know, crazy.
And snow is like beautiful, but it doesn't feel beautiful.
It doesn't feel beautiful.
Like, snow is all like in the movies. They're like, oh, snow, like so nice
for one day. For one day.
Not even for one day. Like, you see it and you're like, yo. You go outside and you're like, no.
Like in the movies, we used to be seeing like, oh, snow. Then going to school with me and Paula, just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's not the one. Guys, don't get judged by snow. It's beautiful when you look at it. But once you go outside and you experience snow, it's not the one. It's not the one. Like, it's dirty, it's cold, it's awful. It's
Maybe we're just not
and it's
getting
cold.
the good quality snow.
It's cold.
Where's the good quality snow?
Right?
Where's the fluffy movie snow, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, where's the one where people are making snow angels, and that's not that's no. Yeah.
No.
But it looks good.
It does look good. In pictures and in videos it looks good.
No wonder people in the movies be looking at it through the window. They're inside. In the warmth.
Actually.
But it's so sad because this ain't a movie. It's sad reality. It's sad reality.
That's true.
Yeah, but a subject change, like, with one of the things that I wish I knew before coming here is that I wish I knew they played, you know, the same music in every single club scene that we go to. You know? It's the same thing. Like, you think it's a hip hop song, but then they'll turn it into like some dubstep mix real quick. It's like
I wish you got that. Have you gone to, like, when they're playing like the house music? And the whole night I'm just here like the whole night yeah, exactly. The whole night I started like this. Then at the time it's like
every night it's like, okay, this is the fifth song, like, you know, switch it up.
You really have to find like a place with like good music.
Yeah.
You know,
very hard to find.
even if you do find a place with good music, it's never like accommodative music, in the sense that, like, it's mainly reggaeton and it's mainly hip hop, but like very, very small hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, it's commercial hip hop and that's it. And then the rest is reggaeton and then French rap. So in all of the clubs, I don't know why they don't have niche clubs here. So like clubs for African music, or clubs for house music, or clubs for, it's just the same type of genre in every single club. You'll find reggaeton, you'll find French hip hop, and then you'll find some American hip hop, but it's like for like 10 minutes and then that's it.
Even in the midst of the song, they'll remix it. You know, the song, you always think it's gonna be the song that you want it to be, but turns out it's not. You know.
Let me say, it's happening to me in a club. So I was there and like they were putting Rihanna's song. I was like, oh, that's my song. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not it.
No.
Yeah.
But they have like niche nights, like you know what I mean? Like African night or like this. So I feel like if you find the nights, then maybe you'd find like good music. Like when I have hip hop nights, they really focus on that and they get the music. But if it's not, then you won't find anything.
For those people at home, because I know I got viewers at home, they don't have Amapiano at all. Like they don't have South African music at all. So don't even expect it. Word of advice. But yeah, P?
For me, things I wish I know. The Paris I saw in the movies is not the Paris I am living in. So like, I feel like this just deals with like, why are you coming to Paris for one? Because okay, obviously we came for school, so it's different.
Yeah.
But like, just if you're coming to live in Paris for an extensive period of time, if you're coming for like a month, then you have the Paris in the movies. You'll see all the places you want to go. You have all the time.
Yeah.
If you're coming for years, you'll find out that the Paris you see in the movies is not it. Like the experience, the tourist lifestyle is not the daily lifestyle.
It's not the daily lifestyle.
Don't be fooled.
Like it's just no, man. Like like the first months I was here, like I was like, oh, I got to see the Eiffel, the Louvre, and I went all those places and I had a good time. Then after that I was just like, and then like what next? And I was like, you know,
Still, till today, we're like,
Is it gonna get better? No.
not that the daily is bad, obviously compared to other places, but it's just not like, don't expect every day to be the tourist life.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
Don't expect it to be the movies either, and that's in every single aspect. From like, okay, the architecture, fine, that stays the same, but from the humans that we see, the French humans that we're used to seeing on TV, to the vibe that you see, to the friendly faces, to the food, it's not like that.
And the berets, no one wears berets.
No one wears berets.
Nobody wears berets.
If I wear a beret outside, people are like,
You're a tourist for sure.
yeah,
Like you're just smart.
yes, yeah. People are like, oh, okay.
It's not even that. Like I like, you know how like it's very like in movies it's very like romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And like at the first time I was like, oh my god, people are kissing everywhere. Now this up and it was like
People.
here.
It's like, go to your hotel room. Don't be kissing out on the street. It's not like for me it was okay. I personally didn't know this before I got to France or Paris, but like the smoking, y'all. Like if I knew that I was going to get to France or Paris and inhale secondhand smoke every single minute of every single day, I would have never come. Literally, they smoke everywhere, from restaurants, on the street, outside our school, like everywhere someone is smoking. There is smoke everywhere.
Remember we seen that 11-year-old kid smoking in
Huh?
class? It was in Tassos' class, in the class with all the windows. The little boy walked by. He looked no older than 12, like 11 to 13. He's smoking cigarettes, and like Tassos was even like, "What is going on?"
The smoking
Yeah, this
culture.
was year 2, and we had Tassos in the morning. Even Tassos was like, "Are you serious?" But for me, I think what's one thing that I wish I knew here, that people aren't as laid back as they. Yeah, even when we're vlogging, people are just very like, I don't know, shocked or bewildered to see a camera. You know, like see someone holding a camera towards them and just talking. I think it's very out of the ordinary, but for them, it's also out of the ordinary, so you can't always control that. But
Yeah, I think with me that ties in with like when you're dressed in like a colorful garment. Like for example, I'll be wearing like yellow or like pink, and it's literally as if, I don't even know, like I'm carrying a bomb or something. People stare. Like if you're not wearing the dark neutral colors, they'll stare at you like, girl, what you doing? And it's like, I'm just wearing yellow, you know what I mean? But they'll stare at you because that's not what they do. Like they don't wear bright colors. They're very conservative, and they wear like your grays, your dark blues, your blacks. That's just the kind of fashion that's here in Paris. So when you try and like branch out and wear like a different color, it's like, you know what I mean?
My next point is called Je ne parle pas français. Which means I don't speak French
At all. Well,
so what I wish I knew was that you, like, obviously this is something obvious, but like we came to an international school, so we thought it wouldn't be a problem.
yeah.
But like, even though you're going to an international like landscape and all those things, you still need to speak the language. Like even
Not really.
No. But like even like you know what I mean? Or you're gonna have like a very hard time. Let me say.
I think you need to know important terms, but you don't necessarily have to have like a vast knowledge of the language because we've gotten along fine.
No, yeah, but like can you imagine the problems we're having like with the government systems that they only speak French?
Okay, yeah.
And like the service systems like the electricity or the you know like half and all those things. So you need to know at least a little bit just to get by.
You gotta be able to formulate some kind of sentences even if they're broken just to get through that person that you're trying to consult, because going through the tax system or any administrative thing to handle here in France, they don't speak English. They really don't. Like, I was on hold for an hour with the electric company just to get through the English line, but as soon as I called the French line, they picked up, but I was struggling on my phone. So it's things like that. Even with the mail system, your shit will get lost if you don't speak French.
You know what's crazy is that when you're here in Paris, you tend to find out that there are so many internationals, so many internationals, yet they aren't lines that accommodate to international students, which is really weird.
No, it's
You know what the worst thing is? The most discouraging thing is when you call someone and then they speak French and you're like, hi, parlez-vous français, which is, do you speak French? And they're like, no. And then you both are like, and then
things I wish I knew. Like relationships here are not very like personal. No. I'm not talking about men's. That's something else. That's another point. I'm talking about just with people, like relationship. People don't make like deep connections. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like just from where I'm from, I have people who we have like groups and dips and like like I got you this and this. We have like our relationship moves past like partying and hanging out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people here, it's like, I don't know, it's because we're foreign or something, but it's just like people don't like, or even just thinking like people don't have connections past that.
I think from my experience, not my experience, just like viewing, the French are very disconnected emotionally. And that includes being in relationships as well and friendships as well.
People it's like they don't want to know each other.
Yeah.
So it can get like real lonely.
Things are
like
very
you need
just
to
mad
straight
lonely.
to the point.
like not to like you need to find your people. You know what I mean?
I think personally, if we didn't have the school to connect us, we'd all just be mad lost. Because it's so hard to make friends here, like with people. And in my opinion, the only way I've made friends is through like apps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tinder, Bumble was popping my first year here.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just for, it's just for, any way to make a connection, like even on Tinder and Bumble, I'll just be hitting people up and like, I'll just have a conversation with them and I'll meet up with them just because, it's that hard to actually make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that type of thing.
But like, just moving on to relationships, we can just talk about the manzas. People, like, the guys here, they don't approach like a girl. They're not very...
Nope.
The culture of like...
Mad tea. Cheers.
Like, there's nothing of like, hey, what's up, how you doing? It's like...
Okay, so now that we have basically given you what we wish we knew when we moved to Paris, now we're basically going to talk about the pros and the cons, about our experience living here and what we think is good, what we think is bad. Now remember, this is just our pure experience. Doesn't mean that our pros and cons are going to be your pros and cons. But if you plan on moving here, if you plan on living here for an extended period of time, just take into consideration that this is what we as Black Africans and Americans have noticed. Okay? Alright. So my first one, and I only have one unfortunately, pro, is that you sort of get exposed to a lot of different things in was that yours as well? You get exposed to the world. I mean, this is where Paris Fashion Week happens. This is where Design Week happens. This is where celebrities come. I mean, not even celebrities, but this is where everyone comes because, it is Paris, darling. You know what I mean? So you get a lot of exposure in terms of the people that you meet. There's a lot of internationals. There's a lot of different cultures. That's the one thing that I really am grateful for by living here in Paris because, I don't think you'll get it anywhere else.
No, and even just living here, even if you aren't like necessarily, you know, keen to all the things that go around here, just putting yourself in the city, you will be. You know, like it just makes you want to become like, you know, a different person. It makes you want to grow, you know, like it makes you want to learn everything that's around you, and it's very interesting.
So we're back. We took a little break. But we were discussing the pros and cons. But now I think, have we discussed the pros?
Yeah, I'll say, well, this
our pros will say,
yeah.
We had the same pro, your pro had to be discussed. So let's do it.
My pro is the student aid that you receive here as a student. The CAF here gives you 200 euros every month just for being a student.
It depends.
I mean, it depends. Some people get 100, but you know what is it? It's usually just 200. I mean, I get 200.
Yeah.
Not speaking for everyone here.
Basically, in the whole like
they give you money
under an umbrella term, you get free money for being a student in France.
You know, and for me that's better than food stamps because you're allowed to do. It's originally for rent aid, but you are free at liberty to do anything you want with that money.
Yeah.
Really, whether it's to pay bills or just take it to pay your monthly cost or bills, anything. You're allowed to do anything with that 260 euros.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it really is.
Really good.
And even if they're not processing your file, because as you know, being in France, administration takes a long time to process anything, which is another con. They will refund you that money for all those months that you have missed out.
Yeah.
So therefore, it adds up. For example, I've gotten a very large lump sum the first year I was here because they haven't, responded to me in 6 months.
Yeah.
So, you can do the math on that, but just know I got refunded every cent and it was well worth it.
Yeah, like
it is. Like one point we're kind of ignoring. It's like the transport system is crazy efficient.
Yeah.
Like
compared to every other transportation system that I've personally been in New York, like it's very well efficient. Like there's even people who come around and clean in the metro. I've seen it. They'll come around with their spray bottles, their gloves, and their napkins, and they'll wipe down the whole metro or train that you're in. And I think that's a great thing. Like there's vending machines in the metro. There's always people on guard in there. I mean, other than that, there's nothing else that's oh shit! Wow. Yeah. Other than that,
I don't know what happened.
I mean,
now we're gonna discuss the cons. Go.
So just coming from the metro point, I have my first con is that the metro is good and efficient, but the people in the metro, like sometimes I understand it gets crowded, but like there's a way to like conduct yourself in a crowd. But the people who just be like up in the metro and we don't know each other, like me, but like they don't know each other and it's just breathing on your neck and it's just
you breathe in my air. There's no reason why you should be breathing my air. Like at this point you can see every follicle in my scalp.
Yeah.
It's like my eye color for sure, and I even have to look at you. But the metro is also dirty. We had a friend who told me personally that she always sees just people defecating in the metro on the regular.
I do too.
I've seen it
too. People like to poo in the metro.
I have not seen it. Thank God.
It's absolutely sick. I've never seen someone, actually take a number 2, but I've seen someone piss off the track to the point where it stopped my oncoming train from coming, laid on the horn. People were absolutely furious. It's that type of thing. It's just like, why? Like my condolences to the homeless people. Like my sorrows.
I understand my condolences.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Don't laugh at the homeless people, Renee.
I give my empathy, to the homeless people, but it's just like, why you gotta do it like in the metro? Woo, Chateau d'Eau. If you are a black person trying to go to Paris and you need hair products, baby, make sure you travel with security or a nice, travel buddy to Chateau d'Eau, because that will be the greatest place to get your hair products. But do not go alone, honey. Do not go alone, because you will have people throwing their hands in your hair as if you wanted to get done outside of the damn store. I'm not gonna offer you a phone plan. man that has no business. No business being in your fucking mama. And baby, I had someone ask me if I wanted to get my hair done in the home place in the same hour. I said, y'all sure y'all multi-business? Like, I don't know. It wasn't for me. It was not for me. No. No, ma'am.
Okay, one of my other cons about living in Paris, guys, is the administration. The documents you need as an immigrant are insane. Like, not only the documents, but the time it takes to actually validate yourself as an immigrant in this country is insane. In the sense that you can wait in an office for about 3 or 4 hours, you know, and they can ask you to come again and again and again and again, and you gotta do it because
you're trying to stay here.
you're trying to stay here. Exactly. Big con. But
For me, a con is that any restaurant you go to, if it's not specified, it's the same food everywhere. As an American, we have, you know, a melting pot. Like, we are a melting pot as a country. So you can go anywhere if you're feeling Jamaican or, you know, like Puerto Rican food, Colombian food, you know, like all that type of stuff here. No.
But you can have like African food, like different kinds.
You can have African, you can have
but it's one
American,
type of
and you
African
can have
food.
Indian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Really. There's no Jamaican, there's no, you know, there's not a lot of Haitian restaurants, and as a Haitian person, personally speaking, only Haitian restaurant I know is in the hood.
basically, majority of the food that you notice, like everywhere, will be French or Asian. That's it.
Italian.
Oh yeah.
That's
French, Asian, Italian. That's it. And then you'll find like one African spot, but the African spot is like mainly Nigerian focused, sort of West African focused.
Food, yeah.
Yeah, it won't be like South African food. It won't be like
Kenyan food.
You know what I mean? So, and then you'll find like your obviously your Chipotle's, your McDonald's, your KFC's, but that's about it. So there isn't a large variety of food, and you'd think you'd find that in Paris because it's literally one of the most international places in the world, but still kind of lacking in that aspect. So
Sad reality.
sad reality.
Maybe we don't have like other capitals compared with. Because I was talking to someone and they said like the food culture here in Paris is so good compared to like London.
Oh, London's fabulous.
Food culture?
Really?
London.
Food?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Explain.
Okay, I mean, I was only there for 4 days, but when I was there, I was able to see a vast majority of different types of restaurants. Like, there was Mexican, there was African, there was South African, there was literally so many different types of food. And at one point I didn't even want to come back because I was like, there's so much, like, we're spoiled for choice in London, you know. And I think, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because London is one of the superpowers of the world because it's London, China, Russia, America. I don't know whether that's the case, but there's just a lot of choice of food as compared to here, which is a bit more niche, and where, like, you know, it's mainly populated by the French, if not the Asians, if not the Italians. So yeah, which is kind of weird because majority of Africa or parts of Africa speak French, so you think that it accommodate some of those people.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
No, it's not, and it's kind of sad because I'm craving Jamaican food. I have been ever since I touched down here.
I just want chakalaka, bruh.
Really?
You know.
Like, it's
I'm
just the
satisfied.
honest truth, you know? Like,
You satisfied?
I'm satisfied.
Lucky bitch.
really?
I told
Lucky.
you, like, my standard. No.
I mean, as are mine, but like, if I'm craving a good plated oxtail with rice and peas and
You can
cabbage,
find that.
honey, you know, and I have been to a restaurant who tried to do like a variation of it. It did not meet my standards.
Yeah.
So it's just, thanks for trying, but
Okay.
Got any more?
Cut. You done with this one?
Honestly, like, I think it just adds to more. Like, I had someone visit here and they said like the place is not homely.
In what
know?
sense?
In the sense of like the place is always alive and it's too city-ish. Like, there's no grass. Like, the grass is at the park and that's it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not homely. There's no, unless you go to the suburbs. That's where it seems more homely. But here, they don't advertise it as anything different. So it's a city. Like,
now listen, guys. Throughout this entire video, it may seem as if we're trying to bash Paris, or it may seem we are negative towards Paris. That's not the case at all. This is just our personal experience. This is how it is, and for the mere fact that all three of us have felt this way just means that that's just how it is. It may be different for other people, but Paris really isn't just all that you think it is. It's great, no lie, but there are more negatives than there are positives to living in this city. So if you do visit this city at any point in time and you do stay for like maybe a couple of weeks, let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. But yeah, it really isn't all that, you know. It really isn't what the movies make it seem out to be. It really isn't what the internet makes it out to seem or ought to be. Take it from us, because we've lived here for about 3 years now. We are black. We are basically African. Yeah, this is what we've had to say to you guys based on our personal experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys were able to learn some things. I hope you guys were able to sort of gain some insight into what it is like living in Paris, and I still hope it makes you want to come and visit, because it really is an amazing place to visit. Not necessarily stay, but it really is an amazing place to visit. You really will enjoy it, I guarantee that. But yeah, for today, that's it. That's what we have for you guys in our video, or in my video.
Okay, let's be clear about something.
For real. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed our sleepover. I really hope that you come and join us again soon, because we will be having more of these talks before we leave Paris, because we are going to leave Paris sometime soon. But I really hope that you guys come and join us as we have these talks and really just give you more insight as to what it's like to live in Paris, the raw, uncut, unedited versions of what it's like living in Paris. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
And subscribe.
Hello.